Hello, my name is Jamal Malik, and in this video, I'd like to talk to you about lean manufacturing and strategic outsourcing. We found that this is one of three themes that come up more often than not within the industrial manufacturing and aerospace industry within Canada. Before I actually talk about the lean manufacturing and strategic outsourcing theme, I want to provide some context in terms of why this is important. What we found is that within the aerospace and industrial manufacturing sub-industry, collectively, many organizations focus on a similar vision, and that is to deliver maximum value for their shareholders while growing organically and providing outstanding solutions and expanding to new markets. To achieve this vision, there are typically four investments that are being made. Number one, driving strategic diversification. Two, driving further globalization. Number three, strategic and disciplined acquisitions. And lastly, digitization through machine learning and artificial intelligence. As an outcome of these investments, these organizations are typically driving towards six business benefits, primarily to drive an improvement in product quality, improving cash flow and revenue operating income, improving working capital, diversifying product portfolios, increasing their global footprint, and then lastly, improving operational effectiveness. As I mentioned earlier, there are three major themes, but we're going to focus on lean manufacturing and strategic outsourcing. The specific activities we find driven within these organizations include expanding their product offerings, assessing other processes of analysis and prediction that can be more efficiently and accurately done by machines, and lastly, developing geographically diverse manufacturing capabilities. Within lean manufacturing and strategic outsourcing, the principles and tenets are pretty consistent. To implement lean manufacturing, the tenets typically revolve around removing as many steps as possible from your business processes specifically associated with your supply chain. Strategic outsourcing refers to leveraging outsourced or third-party vendors to drive aspects of your supply chain which might be able to be done faster, with higher quality, or at a lower cost. Dynamics 365 contains many product features, functions, and platform capabilities that allows organizations to implement aspects of lean in a multitude of different ways. With us is Joyce LaFleur, and we'll now turn the floor over to her to actually walk us through what these features can do within the D365 environment. Joyce?
Great, thank you, Jamal. So what you see in front of you is Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain Management. It is a full suite of capabilities for business applications targeted at aerospace and industrial manufacturing organizations. If you take a look, when I log in as a director of operations, I've got dedicated workspaces that will provide me with real-time information and insights. So if I go and take a look specifically at the cost analysis workspace, in this workspace, I've got dedicated embedded intelligence that I can see my inventory values, areas of concern, as well as visibility of operational information. So I can look at my inventory analysis, my manufacturing cost analysis, and if I am running on a standard cost basis within my manufacturing organization, I've got visibility to my standard cost variance analysis in real time. The application itself also supports discrete, process, and mixed mode and lean operations, allowing the opportunity to meet manufacturing organizations where they're at on their lean journey and where they would like to go with their digital transformations. So within this one workspace, I can see production orders. I can look at batch orders from a process manufacturing perspective. And I also have production flows mapping to various different value streams from a lean manufacturing perspective within the application. If I drill through to the production flow to take a look at the value streams under lean that I've got set up in my application, I can see that Dynamics 365 for supply chain management actually accommodates and supports operations across different legal entities, which is important for organizations within manufacturing as well as aerospace industries. And I can also see, for example, if I'm taking a look at this production flow, the application itself supports multiple versions. I have the ability to visualize that production flow. And within this production flow, I can visualize my production flow in terms of the activities involved from a lean manufacturing perspective. I can take a look at the takt time, the cycle time, the run time, and the run rate along the different path activities within the flow. I can also look at the information not from just a location perspective, but also from a cycle time as well as a throughput time perspective as well. This gives me real-time information and also allows me to take a look at identification of constraints as well as Kaizen opportunities to improve efficiencies. I can add in real time and orchestrate additional activity, take a look at my Kanban from a scheduling perspective, and make modifications to ensure that constraints are smoothed out within the flow.